All right, so I just got back from watching Elio, Pixar's latest film after the roaring success of Inside Out 2. So, this is an original Pixar film, which people seem to say that they don't make anymore, which just isn't true. There's been a lot of original films Pixar's done lately: Turning Red, Soul, Elemental. There's three right there. Now they have done franchise stuff like Inside Out 2 and Lightyear and whatnot, but they haven't completely abandoned making original films. But the problem is that nobody goes to see original idea films anymore. At least not as much as they used to, with a couple of exceptions, Sinners being one of them. But yeah, and I think one of the reasons why, this isn't the only reason, but one of the reasons why is they don't know how to market them. Disney needs to get better at marketing original films. Here's what I mean. Elio is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty decent. I had my expectations down low because the trailers made this seem to be like one of the most generic, okay animated movies out there. It's about a boy who, wants to get abducted by aliens, gets taken by aliens, joins this little council of aliens that are like, all about and being intellectual, sharing their research, their intelligence, and all in the name of peace and whatnot. And then all of a sudden they are invaded by more aggressive aliens, but he makes a friend with the aggressive alien's son, and they form a bond, and then they have to save the peaceful aliens from the aggressive aliens. And that's the story of the movie that the trailers present to you. Now, that all does happen in the movie, but the movie is a lot more heartfelt and personal than that. Now, that shouldn't surprise anybody because this is Pixar we're talking about. This is the company that made Up, Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Inside Out, Soul, some of the most, touching films out there. And now, I don't think this is on the caliber of most of those films, but it was a lot better than I thought it would be. And, I was kind of berating myself a little bit for being shocked that it was actually pretty decent because this is Pixar. All right, they do know what they're doing most of the time, but the marketing for this movie just makes it seem so boring. It's just a normal kids movie is what the trailers make it out to seem, but it has actually a lot to say about fitting in and feeling like you're unwanted, and even about parenthood. A lot of positive things to say about that I appreciate. And yeah, it's a shame that I don't know if this movie's going to do very well because I don't think a lot of people are interested in this movie called Elio, about a boy going off into space. That seems very generic, but it was actually quite, cute and charming. I don't think it's as good as some of Pixar's best. It is slightly generic. In terms of there's not a lot of, special oomph for the adults, but beyond, sympathizing with the parents in the film about dealing with a difficult child, but still loving said difficult child. There's a lot more for adults to grab onto in other Pixar movies like Up, Inside Out, Soul, stuff like that. This one is definitely more kiddie, I guess. But that doesn't mean it is bad. It's kind of like I enjoyed a bit more than Elemental, but it's about the same level of quality as Elemental. And people enjoy Elemental. I think people will enjoy this if they give it a chance and go out and watch it. So if you have kids, you want to take them to the theater, this is a pretty good movie. This is a good nights out with the family, with the kids. It's entertaining enough for adults, and it's not brain dead entertainment like that Smurfs movie looks like it's gonna be. So the adults can enjoy it, the kids can get something out of it, and it's a Pixar movie, so you're going to be seeing some superb animation. Every time I'm blown away by how good the animation has gotten from these guys. Yeah, so if that's what you want, if you want to see a good family film, you could do a lot worse than Elio. But if you're not dying to see it, you're only kind of interested, and you don't have kids, you could wait until this is on Disney Plus to watch it. I don't think you need to rush out to see it. But if you want to take the kids to the theater, this is a pretty good option out there for you. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on Elio.